Now that our book repository is working, let's move on and create another repository, this time for authors. Inside the Interfaces folder, let's add a new interface and name it iAuthor Repository. Just like before, our interface will define all the methods that any author repository must implement. Let's start by adding the following methods. Now that we've defined our iAuthor repository interface, let's create the actual implementation class that will handle all author-related data. Inside the repository folder, right-click and add a new class named authorrepository.cs. This class will implement the iAuthor repository interface and use our data context to interact with the database. Now that our author repository is ready, we need to tell our application how to use it. Just like we did with our book repository, we'll use Dependency Injection to register the iAuthor repository in our program.cs file. Let's open the program file, and right below the Add Scoped line for books, add this new one. Once that's done, let's create a new controller to handle all author-related API endpoints. Inside the Controllers folder, right-click and add a new class named Authors Controller. At the top of the class, add these attributes. Then inject our repository using the constructor. Now our controller is ready to communicate with the database through the author repository. In the next step, we'll start adding our HTTP GET endpoints to fetch authors of a book, and books by a specific author. Now that our authors controller is working, let's create a data transfer object for authors, the author DTO. Just like we did with book DTO and category DTO, this DTO will define what data we want to send to the client instead of returning our full database model. Inside the DTO folder, right-click and add a new class named Author DTO. Let's add the following properties. Now that we've finished setting up our repositories for books and authors, let's move on to the next important part of our app, reviews. Reviews are a key part of our book review app, and to handle them properly, we'll create a new interface named iReview Repository. Inside the Interfaces folder, right-click and add a new file called iReview Repository. Just like before, this interface will define all the methods our repository must implement to manage reviews in the database. Now that our iReview repository interface is ready, let's go ahead and create its implementation class. Now that our review repository is fully implemented, let's register it inside the program file so our controllers can use it through Dependency Injection. Once that's done, we're ready to create our reviews controller. Now that our reviews controller is ready, let's create a DTO for reviews, called Review DTO. This will help us control what data gets exposed through our API responses, and it keeps the structure clean and lightweight. Now that we've created our Review DTO, let's update our reviews controller to use it instead of returning full review models. Now that our reviews are working perfectly, let's move on and create a repository for reviewers. Reviewers are the users who actually write the reviews, so we need a way to manage and retrieve them from our database. Now that we've created our IR Reviewer repository interface, let's go ahead and create its implementation. This class will handle all reviewer-related database operations and implement the methods we defined in the interface. Now that our reviewer repository is implemented, let's register it inside our program.cs file and create the reviewers controller to expose these methods as API endpoints. Inside the program file, let's add one more line under our other repositories. Now that we've finished setting up all our repositories, DTOs and controllers, it's finally time to test our API. Go ahead and run the application by clicking the Run button. Each one should return clean and data, formatted according to the DTOS we created. You now have a fully functional backend API that's clean, modular, and ready for future features like authentication or front-end integration.